Let's see. Are you a boy or a girl? It's a boy. A boy. We've got a son, Catherine. A beautiful, healthy baby boy.
Oh, James. We did it. A son. Our beautiful son.
You've got a bright future ahead of you, son. I'm sure of it. Look at you. Look at you. Hi there. I'm your daddy, little guy. Daddy. You're going to need a name, aren't you? Your mother and I have been talking. What do you think about... That's a good name, don't you think? Fits you perfectly. Looks like they've finished the gene projection. Let's see what you'll look like when you're all grown up. You're going to look a lot like your dad. See that, Catherine?
Oh, oh, very strapping.
It's a big world out there, son, full of all sorts of people. What about you? What kind of person are you going to be? You're just a...
James?
Catherine? Catherine!
James!
She's in cardiac arrest. Start compressions. Get the baby out of here. Move! Move! 1,000. 2, 1,000. Come on. Hang on, Catherine. Hang on. See you in a minute, okay?
Just remember one thing. We need a doctor, not a deadbeat. Failed to meet my expectations and they would be toast.
James and his cheerly charity.
Decorations. Alternating floors. This place will feel just like...
I'm John Henry Eden, President of the Enclave, President of America, President of your heart. Sweet America, hello again. This is President Eden. I'd like to have a chat. Did you know there are those amongst us who would shatter our hopes for peace, order, and security? These radical malcontents don't care about you. They don't care about America. All they care about is fulfilling their own selfish desires. Let's take a tally of these agitators, shall we? There are, of course, the raiders, those anarchistic ruffians who roam the wastes, preying on any and all stealing, murdering. The so-called Brotherhood of Steel. Don't be fooled by their pseudo-knightly nonsense or supposed connections to the United States Army. These power-armored Boy Scouts are nothing more than common criminals with access to some antiquated technology. Criminals who have had the audacity to claim this country's most important military installation, the Pentagon, as their own personal clubhouse. And don't be fooled, America.
To anyone who can hear me, my name is Werner. I come from a settlement to the north. I have information of great value to anyone willing to help me free my people. Please, help us. This message repeats.
And last but not least, the hideously mutated super mutants that have completely overrun the entire downtown DC area. Lawlessness, terror, murder. They're all around us. I know. But not for long, sweet America. Not for long. Oh, no. The Enclave will restore peace, order, and prosperity to this great nation. And those who oppose us will be removed forever. Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect and wait. For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be its salvation. Until we meet again, this is your president, John Henry Eden, signing off. And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. The government should not be guided by temporary excitement, but by sober second thought. This is President Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of America. I'm President John Henry Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of warmth and reason in this cold, unreasonable world. Hello again, America. This is John Henry Eden, your president. There are some things we should talk about, if that's all right. We live in an age of poverty, greed, violence, destruction. Indeed, the very seat of the federal government, Washington, D.C., has been reduced to what is now known as the Capital Wasteland. The Capital Wasteland. How did it come to this, America? How did your leaders allow the most powerful nation on Earth to die? The answer is really quite simple. Incompetence. Incompetence at the highest echelons of power. We put our trust, our faith, in half-wits. Our intrepid leaders had everything they wanted. Power, wealth, prestige. And it made them lazy, America. Oh, yes, and laziness breeds stupidity. Rest assured, I will not make the mistakes of my predecessors. When John Henry Eden builds a country, he builds it to last. The American way. Don't you, my darling America, deserve that? Don't you deserve...
Who the hell are
a
you?
future free of
Where'd you come
war
from?
and fear
Did Moriarty send you?
and uncertainty?
Colin Moriarty,
Of course,
the owner of Moriarty's Saloon in Megaton.
President of the
That
United
sack of shit is convinced that I'm some
Have
crazy
my
junkie who stole
solemn
money
pledge
from him.
that I will never rest until we
Look,
have
I used to work for that slob, doing,
a place
you know, favors for guys. Well, I got sick and tired of it.
for now.
I told Moriarty I'm taking my share of the caps and leaving.
Restoring
I even
the
slept with the
greatest
pig
country
to
in
seal the
world
deal.
to its former
Next
glory.
morning he tells me I couldn't leave. So I bolted. I took my money and ran. Now he's branded me a thief and a junkie and sent his cronies to find me. I guess I need a new hiding place. You'd do that for me? I can't believe it. You hardly even know me. Thanks, kid. You watch yourself out there.
Hello again, America the Magnificent. This is President Eden, and I was hoping we could talk. It's time we discuss something rather important. The issue at hand is, well, my presidency. The question has been raised, I know, as to just how I came to be elected to this most illustrious office. Or whether or not I had been elected at all. To that, I must answer, of course. Of course, I was elected. Sweet America. Of course. Isn't the right to vote the very foundation of a democracy? Fortunately, in the interest of national security, I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of the election. Understand. But rest assured, I am your president. The appropriate people of this great nation decided I should be. I am your newly elected representative. Of course, when the time comes, when my term is up, America will be free to elect a new president. That person will have our full faith and confidence and carry carry our collective values forward into the future. Democracy, dear America. Democracy, now and forever. And now, dearest America, we must say farewell. For there is much work to be done, and the Enclave never rests. Never. Till we meet again, this is John Henry Eden signing off. Hello, my beautiful America. This is President Eden. It's time we had a talk. When I was a child, growing up in rural Kentucky, I had the best friend a boy could hope for. My dear old dog, Honey. Oh, the adventures we had. From Knob Creek to Hagenville we roamed, carefree and courageous, irresponsible, and completely inseparable. It was, for a little boy, the perfect existence. So, let me ask you, America, how many of your children can say the same? How many of this nation's youth are truly happy, truly carefree? Well, we both know the answer, don't we? None. America's children live in a terrifying, meaningless existence. There is no hope, no happiness. That changes right here, right now. From this moment onward, the children of this great nation are its highest priority. The Enclave will restore every American school, reinstate every youth program, and offer counseling and financial assistance to any family in need. We will match up the destitute, orphan children of the capital wasteland with qualified, eligible adults. We will rebuild the American family as it was meant to be. Values of our past shall be the foundation of our future. So remember, America, the Enclave is working around the clock to turn this country around. All you need is a little patience, a little faith. Till we meet again, this is John Henry Eden signing off. This is President Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of America. Hello again, America the Magnificent. This is President Eden, and I was hoping we could talk. I've been thinking quite a bit lately about something we can all relate to, something that is unquestionably, inescapably American. I am referring, of course, to our great national pastime, baseball. Or so it had been. That's right, America. Before we were devastated by atomic war, each state had its own professional baseball team. Imagine. A perfect, cloudless day. The sun is warm and welcoming. And on the horizon, they appear like knights of yore, armed with bats of ash and hickory. Their name, the Capitol Congressmen. Their purpose, to make you, dear America, revel in the joys of sport and sunshine. If only for an hour. Now, ask yourself this.
Have yourself
Capital
a nice visit, partner.
What if they could compete with baseball teams from Pennsylvania or Maryland? Put your faith in John Henry
Another
Eden,
newcomer.
Great America. and
Name's Lucas
baseball
Sims,
will
town
live
sheriff,
again.
and mayor too, when the need arises.
Recreation, healthy competition, all will live again. This country
Friendly
will
and
live
well-mannered. I think we're gonna get along just fine.
you and I.
You treat my people nice, and you're welcome to stay as long as you'd like.
The Enclave is working tirelessly to rebuild this
I'm glad
great
we
nation.
understand each other. Now, is there something I can
Till
help
next
you
time,
with?
This is John Henry Eden signing off.
Nope, sorry. I got enough fires to put out in this place that I don't have time to keep tabs on every visitor. I'd ask around town. It's called the Wasteland for a reason. But there are settlements too, spread all around. The human race is stubborn like that. To the south, you've got Rivet City. But don't bother going to D.C. The place is a war zone. What do you want to know? The town's named after the bomb that's sitting in the middle of it. It hasn't gone off. Yet.
And now, one of my
I don't trust any of the locals to tinker with it. Besides, most people don't even realize it's still a threat. And hell, Cromwell and those crazies from the Church of Adam, they worship the damn thing. Why? You think you got the know-how to disarm it? For good? Oh, all right. Fine. But listen here. Just take a look at it first. Go easy. If you get the job done, there'll be 100 caps in it for you. Well, that's mighty decent of you. Just don't, you know, go blowing us up, all right? Well, come to think of it, I do remember a stranger coming through here. Had a look in his eye. You know the kind a man gets when he's got a purpose. Spent some time up in the saloon. Might want to check with Moriarty. Just watch yourself. That man's trouble.
Greetings again, sweet America.
Carry on.
President John Henry Eden, and I'd like to chat if you've got a moment. Did you know there are those amongst us who would shatter our hopes for peace, order, and security? These radical malcontents don't care about you. They don't care about America. All they